Hello students, we are here to help you remember how to divide using the traditional method, which is right here. Your instructions on this page, problem number 6, tells you to use the traditional method, and that's going to be divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Does McDonald's serve burgers? Alright, so we're going to start out with looking here to see how many groups of 6 go into 14. Not 1, because 6 is bigger than 1. So we're going to look at 14. And there are 2 groups of 6 in 14. So I'm going to write 2. So I have now divided, and I'm actually going to write it over here. This time I'm going to write it with symbol form and check it off each time. I have divided. Now I'm going to multiply. 6 times 2, 2 times 6, the same thing, is 12. Now I have to subtract. 14 minus 12 is 2. So I've subtracted, and now my next step is to bring down, and I have to bring down the next number that's hanging down here. So I'm going to bring down that 2, and I'm going to start all over and do it again. I have a new problem, which is 22 divided by 6. And I have to say how many groups of 6 excuse me, are there in 22. And if I count by 6s until I get to a number close to 22 without going over, I'm going to see that there are 3 groups of 6 in 22. So I have divided. Now I have to multiply. 3 times 6, which is 18. So I've done that step. And now I'm going to subtract 22 minus 18. I have to regroup here because I cannot take 8 from 2, so I have to regroup. That becomes a 1. This becomes 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. 1 minus 1 is 0. I don't need to write that 0 down. And now I have subtracted. My next step is to bring down. I'm not done, so don't stop because there's still a 2 hanging out over here. So we got to bring down that 2 and start a whole new problem. And that's going to be 42, still divided by 6. Your divisor's never going to change. Now I forgot right here to check off that I brought down my 2. Okay, so now I'm going to have 42 divided by 6. How many groups of 6 are there in 42? There are 7. So I've divided. Now I'm going to multiply. 7 only times 6 is 42. Multiply. Subtract. Did that. There's nothing else to bring down, so I don't have to check that off because there is nothing to bring down. And so I have a remainder of 0. So this is my final answer, I think. But of course, I always need to do the multiplication check. So I'm going to do 237, my quotient, times my divisor. 7 times 6 is 42. So I'm going to put a 2. Regroup my 4. 6 times 3 is 18. Plus 4 more is 2. Or it's 12. But I'm going to put a 2. Regroup my 1. 6 times 2 is...
Mom, it's not 12.
What is it? It should have been 18 plus 2 more. That would have been 22. See, I made a mistake. That's all right. My daughter's here to help me. So, 6 times 3 was 18 plus 4 makes 22. So, 2 down. Actually, carry your 2. And then, you've got 6 times 2 is 12 plus 2 more would be 14. So that checks. 1,422 is the same as what we started with to begin with, so we are right. Sorry about that mistake, but that's why I have daughters to help me. I hope you guys got the right answer as well, and if you have questions, you can watch this video again in slow motion. Bye.